Hello learners. Assessment for Learning is one of the core courses studied in the second year of B8 program, and the course code is B8402. Before getting deeper into this course, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Shraddha Verma, Dean Faculty of Education in Kalinga University, Naya Raipur. The course deals with important components of assessment and evaluation. The knowledge and understanding about various aspects of learners' assessment and their application for classroom teaching learning process addressed in this course will help both the learners and the teachers. The emerging perspective of assessment, like the constructivist perspective of learning and assessment, has been discussed in this course. The concepts of assessment of learning and assessment for learning are also elaborated in the course in the context of assessment practices in schools. This course also discusses the skills and competencies required for selecting, developing, and organizing assessment strategies in the teaching learning process. The course also addresses the use of statistical techniques for analyzing and interpreting learners' performance in the schools. The course has 3 modules. Module 1 is Foundations of Assessment and Evaluation. Module 2, Designing Assessment for Diverse Learning. And Module 3, Teacher Competencies and Effective Practices. To start with Module 1, that is the Foundations of Assessment and Evaluation, we'll be dealing with constructivism in education, critical review of evaluation practices, formative and summative evaluation, and practices, principles of effective assessment. Today we dive into the Assessment for Learning course, which is a crucial aspect of B8 program. This journey aims to enrich both learners and teachers in their understanding of assessment. In education, constructivism is not merely a philosophy, it's dynamic approach emphasizing active learning and personal meaning-making assessment. Assessment in this context aligns seamlessly with constructivist principles by fostering engagement and understanding among students. The role of assessment with a constructivist paradigm goes beyond mere measurement. It becomes a tool for shaping the learning journey itself. We'll explore the distinction between assessment of learning and assessment for learning, emphasizing the formative nature of the latter. The concept of assessment of learning and assessment for learning are two different approaches to for evaluating and measuring student progress and understanding. These distinctions are often associated with formative and summative assessments. Assessment of learning. The primary purpose of assessment of learning is to measure and evaluate what students have learned at the end of a particular period of unit. This type of assessment typically occurs after a significant portion of instruction has taken place, such as at the end of a semester, school year, or unit. The emphasis is on assigning grades or making judgments about students' overall achievement or performance. Feedback is often limited and may come too late for students to make significant improvements. Coming to assessment for learning, the primary purpose of assessment for learning is to inform and guide instruction during the learning process. It's focused on helping students learn and improve. This type of assessment occurs throughout the learning process, allowing for ongoing feedback and adjustments. The emphasis is on understanding where students are in their learning journey and providing feedback that helps them progress. It's less concerned with assigning grades and more focused on identifying areas for improvement. Feedback is timely, specific, and intended to support student learning. It helps students understand their strengths and weaknesses and guides them towards improvement. In summary, while assessment of learning is concerned with measuring overall achievement at the end of an instructional period, Assessment for learning is focused on providing ongoing feedback to support learning and improvement during the learning process. Both type of assessments have their place in education, with formative assessment playing a crucial role in promoting student growth and understanding. Now let's critically review existing evaluation practices in schools. This introspection is crucial for educational growth. We'll discuss the need to align assessment strategies with the ever-evolving educational landscape. Let's delve into the critical review of existing educational practices in schools and the imperative to align assessment strategies with the dynamic educational landscape. There are traditional versus progressive approaches. Many schools still heavily rely on traditional assessment methods such as standardized testing and summative evaluations. These methods often focus more on rote memorization and recall rather than critical thinking or practical application. There is a growing recognition of the limitations of traditional methods. Progressive approaches emphasize formative assessment, project-based evaluation, and portfolios aiming to measure not just knowledge but also skills, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. A critical review of existing evaluation practices is in schools underscores the need for a paradigm shift. Aligning assessment strategies with the evolving educational landscape requires a move towards more holistic, personalized, and technology integrated approaches, emphasizing formative assessment, individualization, and continuous professional development for educators will contribute to a more robust and responsive evaluation system that aligns with the goals of modern education.